Hey guys, it's Glenn for G&P Custom Fabrications, and on today's video I am going to introduce the newest project. I'll still be doing some stuff with Sketchy and Rat Dooley, but this is a new project my wife will be majorly involved in. But this is her Beetle. So we will do a Beetle restoration. It will not be a rat rod, maybe kind of a resto mod. In the sense that we'll try to upgrade some things to make it a better vehicle. Probably like disc brakes on front, lower the suspension a little bit. The engine's getting a performance upgrade and stuff like that. So that's what we're looking at right now. So the body is kind of hit or miss on the outside skin. Looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of rust like around the door hinges like that, but the actual up top mostly area don't look too bad. Where we do have rust is like down here. There's some rust that's been repaired on the inside of the fender wells. Rust at the bottom of the door or the side there. And the previous owner was planning on making a rat rod out of it, so he wasn't thinking about restoring it when he decided to slap down all this fiberglass all in the floor to try to patch everything up. Now we're planning on doing new floor pans, which will eliminate a lot of that. Hopefully he doesn't have the body fiberglassed onto the pan, and if he does, I'll have to go in with the cutoff wheel and cut it off. I'm still getting familiar with all this. I've done a little bit of work with Volkswagens way back in my past before I knew anything about anything. Ended up blowing it up by not having the cooling belt on properly. So this is going to be a new experience, but we're wanting to make a show vehicle, something that she can drive to car shows and show off as well, and also a daily driver. She learned how to drive in a Volkswagen Beetle, or not a Beetle, a Volkswagen. I'm thinking Type 2. She describes it as being more square back, like a station wagon that her dad taught her how to drive in at a very young age. And so she's been wanting a Volkswagen, and we found this one on, I guess, Facebook Marketplace. Got a really good deal on it. It did not have a motor in it when we got it. I got a motor from a friend, from Patti, and it was a good running motor when we got it. We could have just dropped it in here and called it good. Part of me wishes we would have done that first, but no, I was really excited about getting the doing some performance stuff to it, and so I decided to go ahead and not waste any time and go ahead and tear into it. So the motor's been torn apart. We had a Facebook memory come up the other day. It's like 3 years ago that Patti tore the motor apart in it, so it's been sitting for a while. Basically, it's been sitting long enough for Rat Dooley to get the motor swapped and Sketchy to get built. So that's how long it's been sitting and waiting for its turn to get done. So I've got boxes of parts in here. A bunch of chrome parts. I've got engine parts. I got the case over there we cleaned up real good here a while back, and I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to try to reassemble the engine myself or take it to a professional. That's kind of I'm not sure yet. I know I'm capable of doing it. I just want to make sure I do everything right. I don't want to go through all this twice. Anyway, that's what we're going to have going on, and so hopefully in the next few weeks we'll see some progress. I got a list started for my wife, for Patty, to start on it. If I'm not here, she wants to come out in the shop and do some stuff. That's what the list is for. And I'm going to try to let her do as much of it as she can, and I'll just stand back and let her. And probably what I'll be working on while she's doing that is Annie. I'm kind of under the gun to get Annie finished up. Annie is, of course, my cafe Sportster. I've got some turn signals to mount on it. I've got gauge to add to it, and an instrument cluster type deal. I need to get a new air filter for it because that one got crushed when the bike fell over and got the dent in the side of it. That's another thing, it's got a dent in the side of the gas tank from getting knocked over, which I'll need to find some way to fix at some point. Right there. And it wouldn't be too bad to pull out, except for it's right where the Honda logo had been at, and you can kind of see it sunk in there where the body filler is, so it's going to need to be popped out and then smoothed and all that. So I've been really dragging my feet on that one. It's not really ever been a priority to get done, but I figure if Patty's making good progress on this by herself, then I'll go ahead and start tackling that. I'll probably bring it in here to where I'm still in the vicinity, in case she's got any questions or needs help with anything. I'm right there, and we'll knock out two at the same time. Although I don't have much to do on Annie, I know it won't be that bad. We're planning on taking all the body panels off of the yet to be named Bug, pull the fenders off, pull the doors off, and really get into it and see what needs to be done. It's not going to be a show quality. I won't say it won't be show quality. I don't know at what level we'll get our restoration done on it. We'll do it as good as we can. And since it's not a rat rod, we are going for quality. But we may look at customizing it along the way. We'll just see. I mean, it's Patty's Bug. It'll be Patty's decision how she wants to do things, and I'll be there to try to make it happen. So anyway, that's it. That's the video for today. I hopefully be putting up a video before too long from the Billy Bash / Starbird Rod and Custom show. Hopefully you'll see it before you see this. That's it for today. That's all I got. Just kind of a shop update. So wish us luck. This is Glenn for G&P Custom Fabrications, living the dream till the freaking phone rings. Thanks for watching.